Okay, I slid back across the room. We just went through the camera features and programming the camera and making sure you have the jumper switch set and using the jumper switch to help you program the camera. And we're just about ready to put this to use now. So what we're going to do is, everything's ready. I have the board set the way that I want it. Right now what I have it set to take is 2 pictures per event with a 15-second delay between events. So basically the board will sense motion, it'll snap a picture. This particular unit will probably about 13 to 15 seconds after that, it will take a second picture, and then there'll be a 15-second delay before it repeats that process again. So what I'm going to do is turn this camera on, and then I want to explain what's going on. Right now, I'm going to actually slide out of the way. Right now, the camera and the board are synchronizing. So you see that solid red light lit up there in the window of the Fresnel. You probably won't be able to see on the video, but you'll see the lens, the telescoping lens on the S600 will extend itself a little bit and then go back in, and then the camera will enter what is called walk test mode. Now, one of the distinct features of the Yeti board that I particularly find very, very useful, it's why we use a lot of Yeti boards here at 12 Ringer Game Cameras, is the walk test mode. But it can be very frustrating if people don't understand it. Right now this camera is looking for motion. So if I move out in front of the camera, it just sensed some motion. I waved my hand, and I'm going to move out again, and you're going to see it senses motion. Now the nice thing about a Yeti board, and a 12 Ringer Game camera built with a Yeti board, is that it will stay in walk test mode until it doesn't sense motion for about 2 minutes. So again, I move, it senses motion. This is a nice feature when you're out in the woods and you're trying to make sure your camera is properly aligned at the particular area you're looking for. So again, as I move, you'll see it'll pick up that orange light. Now what I'm going to do is step off to the side, and the camera will tell us as a consumer that it's armed by flashing 5 times. And once that camera flashes 5 times, it's armed and it's ready to take its first picture. It's looking for its motion. So we'll keep an eye on the camera and we'll look for those flashes, and then what we'll do is we'll show you how that feature will work. It should be any second now. And you'll notice that I just use a standard Sharpie marker here at the 12 ring to color that Fresnel, and it looks a little odd, up close, but once it's on a tree, that really helps that Fresnel blend in. Now you saw it blink 5 times. I put some motion out in front of the camera, and it's going to take a picture. There it is, right there. So now you should be ready to go. I highly recommend not walking away from your set until the first picture it takes is of you, so that you know it's set. You have the flash turned on. Homebrew trail cameras are typically designed to flash all the time, flash and both during the day and in the evening. So just so you're aware of that as the purchase comes in. And I wanted to mention one other thing about the S600 builds that have the external power set. It's of critical importance. The batteries go on the side here, right here, and then the memory card's underneath. But it's of critical importance when you're using a camera that has an external battery set that you never mix lithium batteries in here. E2 Sony, I'm sorry, Energizer E2 lithiums or Ultimate lithiums. A double set in here will get you. Just yesterday I pulled a camera, I had 650 pictures in it, and I only had 2 AA batteries in the camera. That's it. I didn't even put batteries in here. So if battery expense is something you're worried about, keep that in mind. But whatever you do, you can't mix them in here. My general recommendation is a high quality, low discharge, rechargeable battery inside the camera, like a Sanyo N-Loop. They have a very low discharge, and then standard alkalines, Energizer, Duracell, any kind of batteries really you can get your hands on. That would be a quality battery for your C cells. And then this particular unit, the jumper switch is just located, tucked in right underneath the battery. So you can see it. It's located right in here underneath the battery. Here at the 12 ring, we like to use a Velcro in securing our power sources. Even on the rebuild, you could see that we use some Velcro in here, and that's just because it allows the consumer to easily manipulate and move things around inside the camera without the risk of, you know, having to scrape away glue or any of the 3M tape that some other manufacturers might use. So again, I hope that you found this video to be helpful and informative as I introduced an S600-RingerCam. These particular models, this model, an S600-RingerCam, is my absolute favorite white flash camera. It really packs a punch. Like I said, I just pulled a personal unit of mine yesterday. I had 670 some pictures on 2 AA lithium batteries, and that's it. I think that's a heck of a deal. They create a 6 megapixel picture, can be blown up to 8x10 with still have very sharp quality pictures. So I hope you found it informational, helpful, especially if you're considering an S600 camera. The jumper switch is really the only thing that might be a little bit complicated, and I hope I explained it well enough in the video tutorial. And if I didn't, please don't hesitate to reach out through the contact link on the website for anything that we here can help you with. Again, my name's Joe Milnes at the 12 Ringer Game Cameras. These were an S600 video camera. This is with the standard .90 wide angle Fresnel. You'll notice it's flat. Some guys like these better. They slide right into their bay packs or in their cargo pockets of their pants. The other unit does have the high performance wide angle Fresnel that sticks out just slightly from the camera. The profile's not as slim, but again, that's the camera. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us here at the 12 Ring. Thanks for your time this evening, and thanks for your consideration. And here's to keeping your eyes on the prize.